Mount Vernon School District. And I'm here today in front of Centennial. They've been very welcoming to us to meet with Mr. Dave Anderson and Mr. Jim Hinkle to talk about the Safe Routes to School program. So, Mr. Anderson, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
So tell me what your role is in the Mount Vernon School District.
I'm the Assistant Superintendent for the Mount Vernon School District and help to oversee operations and personnel.
Okay, and the Safe Routes to School program, if I don't know anything about it, what do I need to know?
The very basic information on the Safe Routes to School is that students, via new laws that have taken place in the state of Washington with transportation, those students who live in a 1-mile border of a school, the school that they attend, have to walk to school. And that's the very short version of the Safe Routes to School.
Okay, so we're here with Mr. Hinkle. He is the transportation supervisor for the Mount Vernon School District.
That's correct.
And I understand that the Mount Vernon School District last year did a pilot program with a couple of schools working out some of the bugs with the Safe Routes to School program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, we did a pilot program for Centennial Elementary here and Little Mountain Elementary, and we did that for about 4 weeks. Started about the middle of May and ended in the middle of June. And we took out, or eliminated, I should say, bus stops that were within the 1-mile walk area of those two schools. The ones that we deemed that were not hazardous. And so at that point, students walk to and from school, or they could ride a bike to and from school as well.
Now, my understanding too is that we've had some partners that are partnering with the school district for Safe Routes to School. So that would include City of Mount Vernon, working on sidewalk improvements, the Mount Vernon Police Department, hospitals. Is that correct?
Correct. All of those entities that you mentioned have been involved with the school district, and we feel very fortunate to have them working in concert with us with the one goal in mind, and that's to prepare safe routes. That's the name of the grant and the program, Safe Routes to School, for all children who live near their neighborhood school so they can walk.
So how long has this been in the planning? Because I know this is not a new idea, and there have been lots of community members and focus groups studying on how to best do this and roll it out and ensure the safety of kids. So how long has this process been in the making?
It's been actually over over 2 years, which people may ask, well, 2 years seems like a long time in planning, but there's been a lot of work done behind the scenes to identify routes that are safe for our students, to take care of some intersections, putting in new sidewalks over the years. And of course, there's always lots more to do, but the group meeting, and especially with the help of the city and the Mount Vernon Police Department, and then the person who's helped coordinating this for us is Liz McNett-Crowell. And that coordination of all those entities working together has really helped us develop a comprehensive plan for implementation this fall.
So, Mr. Hinkle, how many students attend the Mount Vernon School District that will fall within the 1-mile radius? Do you have a general idea of percent of kids?
Well, let me answer it this way. We probably transport about 4,300 of our 6,000 approximate students that we have in the Mount Vernon School District. And right now, with this implementation of the program of Safe Routes to School, it'll probably affect about 400 kids that will not get bus rides.
Now, let me make sure I understand too, because you have some exceptions for special ed students, correct?
Yes, we do. Special ed students fall under a federal law in which we have to provide transportation to and from school.
Okay, and what about kids that are within the 1 mile, but they would have to cross a dangerous situation, road, traffic?
Right, we would not let kids cross railroad tracks or 4-lane highways like College Way.
Okay, so when does this start?
It starts the first day of school, which is September 4th on a Wednesday.
And we're ready for school?
We are ready. We have mailings going out this month to those students who will be impacted, the families, so that they're aware that they're students in the 1-mile walk zone. They'll also get a map that shows the designated walk areas, zones for students to follow. At each school, we have designed a large map that's laminated, so parents, students, and staff can all look at the large map as needed to help students identify which route do I walk when I'm heading home. We have also identified areas that are of concern to the district that due to traffic congestion or safety that we are putting crossing monitors or crossing guards in
Excellent.
place. All those crossing guards will go through training. We provided training last year, and those crossing guards will go through training this year in preparation for the program implementation.
So really what I hear is that the Mount Vernon School District has put a lot of thought into this. They've really done a lot of preparation, keeping student safety at the forefront of what we're doing, and hopefully this will have some health benefits also to the kids. What I like too is, I love to be able to tell my own kids, when I was your age, I had to walk through 5 feet of snow to get to school, walk 5 miles uphill. We're
Right.
going to be providing some bragging rights
Right.
for some of these kids with their children later on. So.
Susan, you mentioned the health benefit, and there's been a lot of discussion in our committee work about truly how do we make this blend with the wellness program that the city puts on, and then the wellness health activities that the district has, and we really believe that it fits in nicely.
Good.
That it is a healthy choice for students, and walking, what a great way to get them energized in the morning and hopefully energized in the afternoon. So we're looking forward to it. We realize that we have parents, and rightfully so, that'll be concerned, but the district is working with every agency to make sure the safety is at the foremost of all of our discussions.
And if parents have concerns, they're welcome to talk to Mr. Hinkle, the transportation supervisor. They can bring it up with their school secretary or their school principal as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Susan, there is one thing I would like to add, and that is we deal with the WAC, or state law for pupil transportation, in which says that we cannot transport students within the 1 mile radius of a school. And so I want to make sure you understand that. Also, Safe Routes to Schools is a national program. And so one of the things that we work in cooperation with all of the administrators at all the schools is that, number one, we want to bring kids to and from school safely. And we're involved in transportation as well as just the walk or the ride to school.
And actually, we were talking about this earlier. This really takes the whole community to be watching, to be.
It really does. We're going to have kids walking a mile around each school, and we really need all members of our community watching out for our kids. Mm-hmm. We would ask that people drive slower than normal. Mm-hmm. We also want to remind people that the Mount Vernon Police Department will be out yes. enforcing those areas, and tickets are expensive in school zones, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. So if we can all just slow down, realize we're going to have a lot of kids walking to our schools, and it's about a half hour before school and a half hour after school gets out. There's going to be that congestion, but it'll all work out, and we're excited about it, and we know that some things are going to go extremely well. We know there's going to be a few hiccups, and we'll address those as we see and hear with them.
And we're ready and we're committed.
We are.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen, both of you. And this has been Susan Fraley with the Mount Vernon School District, talking about Safe Routes to School. Thank you for joining us, and start of school September 4th. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.